Hey there, hello and welcome to my channel. I am Vandana Krishna, artist and a certified Zentangle teacher, and in this channel you'll be seeing a lot of Zentangle mini tutorials where you can watch and tangle along with me. So I welcome you to my Tangle Along series where we will create a little Zentangle project together. So the supplies that I'm going to use is a little 3.5 square inch piece of paper which we call the Zentangle Tile, and you would be requiring a fine liner pen in black color ink. The one I'm using is Pigma Micron by Sakura. You would be needing a pencil and a blending tool. Alright, gather your supplies and let us begin our Zentangle project for today. So I will begin today's tile by creating a string with my pencil. So with a pencil I'm going to go around creating an orb or a circle of approximately the size. So something like this, and it's just a freehand circle. You need not measure or use any instrument to create this. It's just a little freehand circle like this. Alright, and once you have done this, now let us start adding the tangles or patterns with our pen. And the first one that we are going to add today is called as whipped cream. So I'm going to start by making orbs going around this circle. So I begin by making my first set of orbs going somewhere like a plus here, assuming the clock direction somewhere over here, and the next two at 9 and 3. So this will just enable me to have even spacing between the orbs. And now in between these spaces you can either create just one or two depending on the space that you have. I think I'm just going to create one so that I'll have more space to add in to the tangle. Right, and once you have orbs going around the circle string that you created, now we're going to join each of the orb using a simple S stroke or your alphabet S. So starting from the orb, I'm going to go to the next orb and create this S, and I'm going to do that once again from the same point, creating the same S and coming back to this orb. Right, so this way we are going to go around each orb, taking off from this orb and landing on this orb, creating two S strokes like this, and slowly turning your tile, you're going to do the same thing. Repeat the same strokes starting from one orb going to the other. So what is Zentangle? It is a form of mindful drawing technique where we use structured patterns in a repetitive way to form abstract images. So this art form or this drawing method was founded by Rick Roberts and Maria Thomas from US. Alright, So I have all of my orbs now joined using the simple S curve here. And once you have this, now what I'm going to do is create kind of petals going on either side of this stroke that we just made. So first I'm going to work on the outer area and then let's come to the inner one. So again, starting from the same, somewhere at this point I'm going to create a petal and join it here. And again another petal, this time a little below the first petal. So each time the petal is a little staggered this way. Until you have no more space to create the petal. Right? Let me show it to you once again here. So starting each time a little below the first one, a little below the previous one, create these nice little petal shapes this way. So I'm going to do that on all of the orbs outer side first. So take your time and go around each of the S strokes, creating these little petals. Remember to keep breathing with your strokes, going slowly, making them at your own pace. Alright, so I have all of my petals going outside. Now I'm going to do the same thing going inside. So starting somewhere on this orb, going this way. Again the same strokes, each time the petal is a little staggered than the previous one. Just like this, again starting from this point. So the outer ones we started from this edge, this side of the orb. The inner ones you're going to go and start the opposite side from this orb, right? Let us do that on all of them here. I'm going to go ahead and add in all of the petals, my own pace. You can do the same. Each time slowly turning your tile. So I have been practicing Zentangle for more than 5 years now, and I've been a teacher for about 3 years, a certified Zentangle teacher, and have been conducting regular classes since then. So you can head over on Facebook to my group Bangalore Tanglers, where you get to create you get to explore more tangles and strings every Tuesday, where I post the Tuesday tangle prompts, and you can also get all of the updates about my classes over there. Alright, so now that we have added our whipped cream going around in the circle here, now just to add a little contrast and enhancement, inside each of the orb I'm going to fill in ink, black ink from my pen. But before doing that, I'm going to create a small orb like this and leave that orb plain, and then fill the rest with ink, kind of creating like a little sparkle inside the black orb. So go ahead and do it on all of the orbs here. Remember to hit the subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any tutorial that I put out here. So I'll be making tutorials at least once a week and putting out every Wednesday up here on my channel. So now that I have added ink on all of the orbs, now we are going to fill this area with another tangle. But before doing that, we are going to add just one line going across this entire space, just to set off this tangle from the next one that we are going to add. Just following whatever shape that is there, you're going to just add one line Alright, so now that we have done our first tangle, our next tangle is going to be beeline. Alright, so the tangle beeline, I'm going to start by making horizontal lines in this space, just like this. Set of horizontal lines going like this, which are kind of parallel to each other, filling up this entire space with horizontal lines here. And once you have these horizontal lines, your next step is you're going to add zigzag vertical lines going across these horizontal lines. So I'm going to start here and create my first zigzag line going this way. And my next one, again starting at the same point, touching these points like it's exact mirror of this first zigzag line. So starting from here, again creating zigzag lines, just mirroring the same line and touching at these points, creating kind of these little diamond shapes. So once you have one set of diamond shapes like this, now you're going to leave a little distance and this time follow the same thing. You're not going to mirror or you're not going to touch, you're just going to follow this second zigzag line as is. just like this. And next you're going to now again mirror this one and touching and creating the diamonds like this. Again the next one at a distance, so whatever little space that you have at the edges, you can do that. And again I'm going to do the same thing going this side. So now we have a chain of diamonds, so I'm going to leave a little space and follow the same zigzag. And next one will be a mirror and touching each other. So this way, whatever space you have, complete it by filling in these chain of diamonds here. Once you have this, now all we are going to do is ink in this entire diamond space that we have here. So for inking in, I will take a little thicker nibbed pen here and start inking in all of these little diamond shapes that we have here. So slowly taking your time, going at your own pace, you can do the same thing. I will fill in at these diamonds at my own pace and meet you back here in a minute. Alright, so I have all of my little diamond shapes inked in here, and we have completed both tangles, whipped cream and beeline. And now it is time to add some shades of depth to our tile. So with our pencil, I'm going to first shade on this tangle whipped cream, where at this point where all the petals meet, and at this point I'm going to add a little graphite from my pencil, just like this. You can make the shades as light or as dark as you want. It's totally up to you. So I'm going to go around one by one, adding graphite at all of these points where the petals meet. And once I've done that, with my blending tool, I'm going to just lightly smoothen it out this way, bringing it into the petals like this. Remember to share your creations if you've done the tiles following my Tangle Along series of tutorials here. So you can join my Facebook group, Bangalore Tanglers, and post it there. Or if you post it on your social media pages, please remember to tag me so I can have a look at all of your lovely creations. Alright, so once I've added shade on whipped cream, now I'm going to add a little shade on the tangle beeline, where I'm going to go on these plain zigzag strips here, the white strips, and going to add on alternate strip here on the alternate areas like your checkerboard. And when I go to the next strip, instead of adding here, because I've added here, I leave this plain and I'm going to add it over here, and again go alternate. Right, so this way I'm just going to add in graphite on all of the areas here. And then I'm going to smoothen it out using my blending tool here. Alright, so we have now completed adding the tangles and shades, creating a little depth on our tile here. So this is our little tangle along project for today, and it is time to add in our initials or our chalk. I'm going to just add in my signature over here, and it is time to appreciate our tile. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed creating and tangling along with me today. Please remember to share your creations and remember to subscribe to the channel. We'll again be back next Wednesday with another little tangle along project Zentangle tutorial. I'll see you soon. Bye.